Hello. Well, let's take a look at an amazing late 19th century Japanese helmet. That's a Kabuto. It's not a functional one. It's really what it is a work of art, not meant for combat. And an elaborate helmet like that is called a Kawari Kabuto. Look at that. Just so amazing. So you've got the gold on top. We'll talk about that in a second. And then this fearsome face. Quick review of the underside and the tie. This is from the late Edo period. 19th century, like we mentioned, but it commemorates a battle from 1184, February 27th, 1184 to be precise. It was an important battle, as you can imagine. It was the Battle of Ichinotani, which concluded the Genpei War. Sorry for all pronunciations. This was a seminal war in Japanese history, and in brief, what happened in the battle was that the Minamoto clan descended down some sheer cliffs and surprised their rivals, the Taira clan, who were situated at the bottom of those cliffs because they thought they were safe there. And you are looking at an artistic depiction of those cliffs, or a representation of them. And then below that you have this absolutely amazing face. Don't even know how to describe it. Imagine trying to describe this to someone who wasn't looking at it. And functional Japanese helmets had a tradition of using face masks, and you try to make them look fearsome, which fits in with an overall global tradition, right, of trying to look scary in war. But the visual style here is completely different, and also this is not a face mask. The Japanese had a way of taking different weapons and whatnot and turning them into their own art forms. They did it with arrowheads, etc. So same thing happened here with the helmets. And you can see collections of all kinds of astounding examples, and they get really abstract and bizarre, wonderfully bizarre, and this is just one of them. Man, I love that image right there, and the contrast between, the top portion and the bottom are completely different, and I think that's a great choice by the artist as well. So even though this is just a showpiece, here you have the traditional neck protection on the back. And you can see the silk, that classic, telltale Japanese armor construction method, and imagine the patience it took to make this. Speaking of the effort required, this uses iron, leather, silk, gold, and papier-mâché. And the entire thing weighs almost 5 pounds. By the way, we're looking at a side view of the cliffs, obviously, and it's just a fantastic concept. And a profile view of that incredible face. I think it looks even better from this vantage point. I could just stare at this all day. I hope you enjoyed this great example of a unique Japanese artistic and martial tradition. Bye.